Hi, welcome everybody from TechnoLost to the dedicated video review of the Samsung Nexus 10. Well, let just me remind you a few hardware specs of this device. We have a CPU which is the Exynos 5250 dual-core Cortex A15 CPU, clocked at 1.7 GHz. We have then a GPU which is quad-core ARM Mali T604, very good GPU indeed, and we have 2 GB of RAM. Then we have this gorgeous display which is 10.055 inches with a resolution of 1016 pixel for 2560 pixels. Sorry, we have of course 1600 pixel for 2560 pixel, and we have a density of almost 300 pixel per inch. We have Gorilla Glass, of course, Gorilla Glass 2, and this is a PLS display. You know, the main characteristics of this display is that we have very good viewing angles and the display is really bright. Then, now let's talk about the software. We have of course Jelly Bean 4.2.1, sorry, of course. Let me show you. Okay, and we have here, you know, few updates from the previous Jelly Bean. Maybe you can give a look if you are interested to, you know, all the features of the new Jelly Bean. You can give a look to my dedicated focus shot on the Nexus 7. But just let me remind you a few, you know, new features. Maybe the first one and the most easy to spot is the widget on the lock screen. We have so finally the possibility to add some widgets to the lock screen. We have the new clock finally that has both a timer and chronograph. Very nice update indeed. Then we have the new quick settings bar on the right side here, and we have the all good notification bar here on the left side. So given the new quick settings bar, we have, as you can see here, the user, because finally we have multi-user account on your own tablet. So you have the possibility to have your own settings, apps, and so on. Once more, if you want to know more about this stuff, so give a look to my dedicated focus shot on the Nexus 7. Then, what else? So these are the main new features, let's say, of the Jelly Bean 4.1.2. And so let's see what we have here for this Nexus 10. We have the new UI, which is the phablet UI, the same we could find in the Nexus 7, but here, in my opinion, it's the worst case. I mean, just think about the Nexus 7. It's easy to have this kind of UI on the Nexus 7 because the Nexus 7 maybe most of the time could be used on the, you know, portrait mode, because it's very easy to use it as an e-book reader and so on. Then it was a good interface for the, you know, portrait mode because you have more space in vertical sides. But given the fact that this is a Nexus 10, we have 10 inches display. Most of the time this tablet will be used in landscape mode, and using this tablet in landscape mode with this kind of interface is very silly, because we waste so much space from the nav bar here and from the, you know, notification bar on the upside. So in my opinion, having the quite old, you know, ICS settings bar here with both navigation bar and settings was far better, because we would lose the space of the upper notification bar. Moreover, you know, with the old ICS nav bar, we have all the you know, soft button here on the left side were very easy to, you know, to touch with the thumb. Now here we have this soft button in the middle, and it's not that easy, you know, to reach them. Even if I have very big hands, as you can see, it's not easy at all. So you have to stretch your thumbs like this to reach all the buttons. So very bad in my opinion, of course. Then, given this consideration about the UI of this new Nexus 10, let's give a look to the browser. We have, of course, Chrome. We don't have anymore the old good stock browser, and this is really a pity. Why it's a pity? Well, in my opinion, for two main reasons. The Chrome doesn't have the full screen mode for surfing the web, as well as we don't have anymore any possibility to add Flash Player. I mean, even if we install Flash Player on this Nexus 10, we don't have the possibility to use it with the Chrome browser. Moreover, as you can see, Chrome browser is not the best browser in the house. I mean, it's not that smooth, and if you scroll very quickly, you get the blank screen effect because you scroll too fast. Well, it's not happening now, but sometimes it's happened when you using Chrome. The first things you can do is to use the new Chrome beta, this one, which is definitely smoother, has less problem, although you cannot still have both full screen or Flash Player. Let me show you. Wrong side. Here we go. At least the browser is smoother. You don't have that many blank effect while scrolling very fast the page. So it's a nice update from the stock Chrome browser. As you can see, it's a little better because you have that out of focus effect, but you don't get the blank screen. So moreover, this browser is quite fluid, for concern the pinch zooming and the scrolling too. Well, but if you want the good old stock browser, you just have to gain root privilege on your Nexus 10. But if you don't want to mess up with custom ROMs or root privilege, you just can install Ocean browser. This very good browser is free too, and as you can see, it goes in full screen mode with this quick nav bar, which is very nice indeed. So it does remind you the good old stock browser. Moreover, you have Flash, which is very nice update from the Chrome. Let me show you, the browser is really fast too. If we go to this site, here we go, wrong address, sorry guys. Okay, it's loading. As you can see, you can use the quick buy here to select the desktop site. Okay, it's loading. The browser, I mean my Wi-Fi is going too slow right now, sorry. The browser, it's really fast, it's really smooth. You can see it's fast, it's smooth. You don't have neither the black screen nor the autofocus text while scrolling the page. Pinch zooming, it's incredibly smooth, as you can see. Moreover, we have Flash. We can touch here, you can see Flash content is loading. Just to give you a better idea of the Flash content, let's load this. Sorry, the Italian side of the Alfa Romeo, which is all made up of Flash. So as you can see, we just have to touch this to let the Flash content load. Here we go. Maybe it's not the smoothest experience you can have on a Flash side, but nevertheless it's enjoyable and smooth. So no, not bad at all. And this is what concerns the Ocean browser. Now, I hope you already seen my dedicated focus on both performances, games and multimedia side. So you should already know that this is quite a beast of a device for what concern both performances and games. A very nice gaming tablet. So let's sum up and consider the pro and the cons. Well, the first things I want to tell you is that for what concerns the pro, that the Nexus 10 it's a very good built tablet. Although we don't have any premium materials like aluminum or stuff like this, the device is really well built. It's solid device. We don't have any crack or strange noise while using it. It's a pleasure to use this device, which is even lighter than some competitors like the iPad, for instance. Then we have maybe the best display actually on any tablet, on any platform on the market, because we have a very gorgeous display both for what concern viewing angles and even for what concern resolution, because a very high resolution. We have very sharp text, and it's a pleasure to use it both to read and both to game or watching movies. Moreover, we have very good hardware inside, because we have a piece of a CPU which is a A15 Cortex architecture. We have 2 GB of RAM, and we have a very fast GPU which is the ARM Mali T604. Then this is a Nexus device. Nexus means that we will have any update as soon as they came to the market. So it will be very nice to use this device, because it will be always up to date, and you can be you can bet your hands on this. Then we have even a very good battery. I was able to achieve almost 9 hours of display time with 2 days in standby. So quite a good result. If you saw the dedicated multimedia focus, you already seen that this is a very good device for what concern both pictures, not that bad for what concern video shooting, and it's a wonderful device for what concern instead video playback. Both for this stereo speaker here on the front, which are quite good power, and they are very nice for what concern movies, and even given the fact that we have a gorgeous display, and this tablet, although just in software mode, is capable of reproducing almost any kind of video format. So very nice. What else? It's a very nice tablet, even for what concerns the price. I mean, it's not that bad if you consider you can get this device for around 499 euros. This is the 32 GB model. Well, let's get to the cons. Well, we have, as I told you, very good hardware, but sometimes here and there we have a very small stuttering, and sometimes it's like get stuck for a few milliseconds in something that you don't know what it is. I mean, nothing terrible, it happens once in a blue moon, but it does happen, and this is really strange given a device with such horsepower inside. Then the interface is maybe the worst things of this device. It's so uncomfortable having the nav bar like this, but for those of you who feels quite comfortable in changing the ROM or obtaining root privilege, it won't be a problem in installing a custom ROM and changing the whole interface. Maybe the worst things is that this device is not that easy to find nowadays. I just want to tell you one more things. In this device I had some background noise from the headphones. I guess it's nothing terrible, and it's nothing dealing with the Nexus 10 itself, because I've been reading some forum and no one else but me seems to have this kind of problem, so maybe it's just this Nexus 10, my Nexus 10. So, but I think that it's right to tell you. So for what concerned the review of the Samsung Nexus 10, that's all. Once more, thanks for watching and bye from TechnoLost.